Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. Again, I don't know why I said Randy Prizzle Unpopular Opinions. It's just one of them things. It just sticks in the mind. Doing Lincoln Ting and other shows, it does those things. As you can see, I haven't got my usual reading glasses on because the glasses unfortunately have snapped, so I have to get them fixed. You're going to see me wearing glasses like these throughout episodes until I get them fixed. So glasses like these will come. As I said, I've got migraines. I can't stare directly into the light. Otherwise, you'll see me spaced out doing the zombie stuff. All of that. You don't really want to see me doing that. It's not good for content and everything like that. But anyways, let me stop yapping on and let's get into the unpopular opinions of this episode. We go first to the first one. Creep by Radiohead sucks. Now listen, when I first heard this song, I didn't really know how to feel about this song. I thought it was just a bit emo-ish, but the more I hear it, it kind of related more to my past life when I was a youngster, when I just felt like I wasn't worth anything. I felt like no one could tell me nothing in terms of where I just didn't fit into society. I was probably a bit awkward, bit weird, bit different, not your usual type of person that people want to associate themselves with. You just want to keep away from me just because I was literally a weirdo. So this song, listening to it later down the line, probably when more into the terms when I was like 18, 19, it kind of then recognized and realized with me that this is actually a song that kind of fits the mold I was in back in that period of time. Even in primary school, I was generally a weirdo. Creep, weirdo, freak, nerd, whatever else you want to call me. Just don't call me any bad names, otherwise we could have a problem there. Because you give love a bad name. But anyways, yeah, that was just random, but you know how it is. But the song, good song. Like the song, you know what I mean? Great, low ballads, rockish anthem, fantastic. Next one. Celebrities should be rude to people. No, I don't agree there. I think obviously paparazzi settings, I hear it. Do you know what I mean? Like the Lady Gaga song. I'll be a fan of all you till you love me. Paparazzi. Just too much because they're following them everywhere. Snap, 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 snap. Doing the happy snap stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I hear it in terms of where they're getting followed around by cameras a lot of the times. Because when they're doing those things, it's just ridiculous. You don't give these people time to breathe. No air settings. Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks' song. You're not doing that. You're not allowing them to feel free. So I hear it. When it's time for paparazzi, cool. Do that to paparazzi. But with fans who've queued hours to see you, you know what I mean? Who've probably lined up a long time waiting to get your autograph and stuff. Been nothing but pleasant to you. Obviously, if they've been absolute dickheads to you, then cool, pile them off. Time to go and do one. But if they've been nice to you and smiling, saying hi, how are you doing? How's your day? How's everything going? Then you shouldn't be rude to them. Do you know what I mean? I get it. Everybody's human. Do you know what I mean? But as I said, paparazzi, cool, lay it on them. Because these mans, they don't give a damn. When it comes to just the people who are friendly to you, who are nice to you, who smile at you, want to take pictures with you, ask you nicely for an autograph, they're just being obviously pleasant, then you should give them a bit of your time. Don't be a bit of a dickhead to them. Do you know what I mean? Next one. Takeout food is the worst kind of food. This person hasn't had a good takeout. That's what I can take away from this. They haven't had a good takeout. How can you say takeaway food is the worst kind of food? Listen, I get home cooked food is nice, but sometimes you just want a bit of grease. You just want something to slide down the gullet. Do you know what I mean? Something that just fulfills that void inside. When you just don't feel like cooking, when you just don't feel like throwing down in the kitchen, that particular type of food just makes you feel whole again, like the Atomic Kitten song. You can make me whole again. People say, well, how can food make you whole again? Trust me, You haven't lived in my stomach. Food makes me whole again. Believe me or not. You know, as I said, chubby buddy says, podgy buddy. You know what I mean? But anyways, next one. If you loan a book, you shouldn't expect to come back in great condition. You shouldn't expect it to come back in great condition. No. I disagree there. I think you have to take care of something you've loaned. If it's not yours, then do your best to make sure that comes back in nearly the condition that you got it from that person from. Do you know what I mean? Don't be a bit of a twat and decide to give someone's books in a worse condition than you received it. Do you know what I mean? Because that's just taking the ultimate piss. Do you know what I mean? That person should slap you senseless just for being an absolute waste man. You know what I mean? Because what you've just done is violated a code. You've violated a code of you've took someone's stuff and you haven't given it to them in the condition that it was in when you bought it from them or borrowed it from them. So that's a bit of a twat move in my estimate. Next one. Driving in the rain is the best. I mean, listen, if it's light rain, it's coming down, it's nice, cool, I hear it. But when you're driving on surfaces that are quite slippery, they have ice and things like that, it's not so nice, believe it or not. Do you know what I mean? But I hear it sometimes. Just the way sometimes you see the rain glistening off that road when you're just driving along. And I've not really driven. I used to drive when I was doing the tests and everything, and I didn't pass. So I haven't really driven since then. I was about probably a decade ago. But you know, that feeling alone, sitting in the passenger seat as well, when you're just seeing the rain come down and that smooth surface when the light hits the road and just the way it glistens. Oh, it's beautiful. Trust me, it's beautiful. But I'm talking about when it's light rain and it's previously been raining. Do you know what I mean? That feeling, just, it's a really nice feeling. It's so calm, so beautiful. Do you know what I mean? So beautiful. But anyways, that's just me and my elements. But yeah, next one. Most Thanksgiving food are not good. I hear it in terms of like a health thing, sure. But in terms of like stomach and feeling good and feeling great, as I said, food-wise, bring me it all day long. I'm not obviously a deep fan of turkey, so I hear it what the turkey says. You can have chicken, you can have beef, you can have pork, whatever you're feeling. Do you know what I mean? Pescatarians, you can have fish. Do you know what I mean? Or people who are vegetarians, you can find your own alternative with a carrot or broccoli or one of them ones. Do you know what I mean? Parsnips. You can do all of that. You know what I mean? So, or just have some rice with it. Boom. Seasonal rice. Done. Does the jobs. Uncle Ben stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them things where Thanksgiving food, again, it hits the sweet spot for me. It's too sweet. And that's just my thoughts on that. But that's all, guys, for this episode of Unpopular Opinions. What do you guys think of the opinions? Put your comments below on that one, or keep them to yourself. With that, we've come to the end of this Unpopular Opinions. Again, I appreciate you guys' time. If you've seen this episode or any of the previous episodes of Unpopular Opinions, you know what to do below. All that. Follow, show your boys some love, tell the people how crazy and insane the brain Randy Prizzle is. Check it out. It's a mad one still. But big up yourselves, guys. And you know what we usually do here when we finish? I'll give my opinions and I'll react later on. Let's go.